there was a band from England that brought a dark, powerful blues sound into rock music. The moment you hear them, you realize this was not an ordinary band. Welcome back to BO Majestic, a channel that tells the stories of legendary musicians and bands around the world. Let's continue. The Animals were a rock band from Newcastle upon Tyne, England, formed in the early 1960s. The classic lineup featured Eric Burdon on vocals, Hilton Valentine on guitar, Chas Chandler on bass, Alan Price on keyboards, and John Steele on drums. They became part of the British invasion, the era when British bands started dominating the American music scene, alongside groups like the Beatles and the Rolling Stones. But what made the Animals special was their sound. They didn't just play regular rock music. They brought strong influences from American blues and rhythm and blues. And this is what surprised many people. The Animals sounded darker, more emotional, and more intense than many bands of that era. In 1964, they released the song that changed their history, "The House of the Rising Sun." The song became a worldwide hit, reaching #1 in the UK, the United States, and several other countries. The interesting part is, the song was not originally written by the Animals. It was an old American folk song that existed long before their version. But their arrangement and Eric Burdon's powerful vocals transformed it into a rock classic. Amazing. One old song became one of the most unforgettable songs in rock history. After that success, the Animals released more famous songs such as "Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood," "We Gotta Get Out of This Place," and "It's My Life." Eric Burdon's voice became one of the band's strongest identities. His rough and emotional vocal style made every song feel more alive. What makes them even more interesting is that although they were often compared with the Beatles and the Rolling Stones, the Animals followed their own path. Their music was closer to blues and soul rather than simple pop. But success also brought challenges. Alan Price left the band in 1965, and the lineup changes affected the future of the Animals. There is another incredible fact behind their story. Chas Chandler, the bassist of the Animals, later became the manager of Jimi Hendrix and played an important role in introducing Hendrix to the world. Think about that. A member of a famous band helped discover one of the greatest guitar legends in music history. That is the Animals. A band that may not always be mentioned first when people talk about the British invasion, but their influence was huge. With powerful blues, emotional vocals, and unforgettable songs, the Animals remain one of the greatest rock bands in history. That's all for this video. See you in the next video.
What do you think? Comment below.